Hey, hey. Hi, guys. Welcome back. All right, so let's go ahead and jump on in. We'll see what the message is going to be for the 9th of June. So let us start. We have a Four of Wands. Well, somebody could be headed very much into the best chapter of their life. This could be everything is starting to work out. From career to love to romance. We could have somebody who's realizing that they've met the person they want to marry. We have Empress energy coming in and a Seven of Swords in the reverse. Something's very clear for a divine feminine about like things are clicking into place for her. The alignment of her life, the alignment of, what she wants, how she wants to live, who she loves. None of this is false for her. I really feel like this is a divine feminine who's like absolutely feeling like I'm right where I'm supposed to be. This is my purpose, or this is what I'm here for, or this is, you know, kind of like who I was born to love. It could be very like a very romantic energy on this. Hi, Juliet. Thanks for being here, love. A Five of Cups. She's very clear on things. There's this very empowered energy, but then why do we have this tremendous sorrow? Because everything was like smashingly well until just now. Six of Swords. No, that it is actually still really great. She's moved on from a lot of hurts and pains. She probably, as anyone, even an empress can, sometimes mourn the loss of situations or, relationships in life that because we wanted it, but it maybe wasn't in our greatest and highest good. And this is her recognizing what the things that have exited her life. She's at peace with those things now because she's realizing it all brought her to this moment. Let me change decks here because I feel like we need to take a better look at this. Okay, so what is this moment? We know that you're in a Four of Wands and an Empress energy. Knight of Pentacles, she sees a long term goal. She sees like her future stretching out before her, and she's very confident. This is my life purpose. This is what I'm meant for. Page of Wands. All of this is like, I'm excited about this. Other things in my life couldn't have worked out because it wouldn't have given me the ability to get on this journey, on this path. Tell me about the Page of Wands. Is this a person that she's met and she's just got that intuitive knowledge that they're my person? Five of Cups. Uh, I'm going to say yes, but she's had more than a few significant disappointments. And although she's still aware that somebody could still be a disappointment because we never know how life's going to shake out, she still says, yes, but I'm positive now that for every disappointment that I have had in my life, it has crafted me, shaped me, chiseled me more and more into the Empress that I am today. So I no longer fear, even if this person that I feel like I need to pursue this because I believe they're going to be really important in my world. I don't fear, even if it doesn't work out the way I think it's going to, there will be a reason for all of it. She's just like in this radical trust energy right now. Maybe because so much of the things that she's gone through in life, she does have that, higher perspective on. She can actively say, oh, these things that occurred in my life opened up doorways to these other things that had to occur in my life. So now I have radical trust in the universe. We have a Six of Pentacles and we have the Eight of Swords sideways. She can feel herself being unblocked and she can feel that like everything is aligning for her. So the ninth is a very powerful day for this divine feminine. There's something where it's like, it doesn't mean life is perfect, but it does mean I recognize I'm where I'm supposed to be. There's a lot of serendipity on the ninth. There's a lot of things that are like the flower of life is blooming, blossoming for her. Too many things are falling into place for her to not believe that this is where I am supposed to be heading. We have a Seven of Wands, and even here, it's like Seven of Wands is how we overcome struggles. But this shows all these butterflies. It's nothing but transformation after transformation after transformation. I do feel like her life is picking up speed on the ninth. I feel like a divine feminine knows that, oh my God, this is how my life was supposed to go. Let me just ask, Is this seemingly like coming in really fast? Is this a sudden epiphany? Is this a sudden change in her life? We have an emperor. So I'm going to say yes. Meeting somebody that you just know is, I mean, she's an empress meeting an emperor. The power couple moment has arrived in her life. The like earth shattering, like fingertip buzzing kind of acknowledgement that this is where I needed to get to in life in order to meet this person. Now, obviously, emperors and empresses, their whole purpose in life is not just to go have relationships, right? Nor is anybody's whole purpose in life just to have relationships. It's a wonderful complement to, the human life, but ultimately, um, the things that we do, the things we explore, the fact that we, learn and grow, and our own personal exploration and growth is a big component of what we're here to do. But then also, whatever lasting positive impacts we can leave on this planet or on others, all of that's really important. But she's already been rocking through a bunch of those things on the bucket list. What I think she hasn't yet met until now is the power couple. And when you put two really powerful things together, sometimes that's where you can do, quadruple the amount. You can have extra energy. You just think of how much easier it is to or how much faster it is to wash your car. If you got somebody washing the right side and you're washing the left side, you get done way faster. Page of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. Meeting him is a major life altering day. But the thing that's interesting is she's kind of like, I wonder, does he know that there's a reason for this? Because the Page of Pentacles says she might see him, meet him. I don't know if he's doing something else, playing soccer, as it shows in the card, or engaged with other things in his life, things that might actually be difficult moments in his life, things he's trying to sift through. She may notice him in a time when he's like otherwise very busy in his own head. And she might be saying to her own self, I don't know if he realizes this yet, but I know he's really important in my life's journey. Let's ask about that. Is this masculine going to be aware of her on the 9th, or is this more she becomes aware of him? Page of Wands, Three of Cups. Well, wouldn't you know it, he's already aware of her. She's the last to discover this. He's thought of her for some time. Now we have the Seven of Swords, so we can definitely see that although he's had a torch for her for a while, maybe she didn't notice him, or maybe he was already engaged in some other connection, but he certainly hasn't stopped thinking about her, even though he, I think has tried not to show that he's thought of her. Maybe because his situation is, not what it should be, or maybe she was dating somebody else and he's like, I don't trespass, So wait a second. Are these two going to have a moment on the 9th? Six of Swords. No, it kind of feels like he's very busy on the 9th. She is somehow like really noticing him, but he could be driving by. He could be maybe he's moving. He's having a bad day he's making things get smoothed out, but he's very preoccupied with what he needs to attend to. With the Star card here, she may suddenly have this real urge to offer assistance or something. She may approach him very boldly because she's reading his energy pretty well. The Sun. Again, you know what? We could get this done faster together. I see you're stuck. I see you're having a bad day. She may offer him assistance of some variety. She may strike up a dialogue, conversation. I think it's going to make his day, because obviously he's paid attention to her in the past, but she either wasn't paying attention to him or it wasn't the right time. Something here about that Three of Cups, and then him hoping that at some point he'd get a chance to talk to her. So the 9th could be the day that she recognizes a soul contract that has actually been around her for a long time, and she's been oblivious to him. She thinks she's the one noticing him. He noticed her a long time ago, but nothing happened. He didn't approach because of whatever the circumstances were. This is her reaching out to him. I just feel like it's going to be quite bold. It's going to be quite, there is something about stars being aligned, or this could be like almost at noon or high noon. There's something about either a time or a specific like celestial alignment that's going on here. But the ninth is a very important day for an emperor and an empress to, I think for her to like really click into place. Yeah, I didn't notice this before, but we actually have, she's like, keeping the sun hovering, in between her hands here. And this is actually Eos, the dawn, goddess of the dawn. So I would just say that she's is dawning on her. Her name could be Dawn, his name could be Dawn, but it's very obvious now that this is her person. He's just known it longer than she has. It's nice to see the awareness though. Like I really do feel like her whole life is shifting and changing. But it's funny how you can walk by something 1,000 times and not see it, and then one day you just do, and now you can't unsee it. Or you see a painting a bunch of times, but you never really got pulled into it before. You listen to a piece of music, and you don't get like attached to it until one day it's like, oh my god, I love this. It's kind of like that for her in the way she looks at him. I think it's because she was still going through some kind of like, well, we already saw it with the Seven of Wands, some massive transformation. He and she have some kind of a soul purpose. It is not just to have romance. Can we just see anything about like what is their soul purpose? Six of Cups. Well, when you got a soulmate, you got a soul purpose, don't you? I always think of soulmates as the people that we sit in classrooms with in this life, the people that we're going through the same grades with, we're learning the same stuff with, we're kind of like elevating ourselves, or we're starting to understand certain things, learn certain things. We got a Queen of Swords upright. I think part of this is our feminine's awakening, but their life purpose together is probably to take on some pretty awesome projects. This could be very intellectual stuff. This could be nurturing. This could be a big life project. Maybe they're going to help other people, like educate perhaps, or help other people on this planet find some kind of truth. I mean, I think everybody has to find their own truth personally, but 10 of Wands is here. But sometimes, I don't know, I could see them starting a school, like some kind of school of thought or training program or something like that. But it might be to help people learn to release like really limiting or negative thoughts or stresses, because that 10 of Wands is about closing out cycles, letting go of things that are huge burdens, and finding like a more logical, cerebral way to think through something, almost like a school of philosophy or something, like the art of living better through philosophy, really thinking through things and understanding, what makes us tick. I don't know, that would be tremendously helpful. I think everybody needs support, and we're all just doing this, trying to figure this all out, right? None of us have like been here before. Not in, I mean, if we believe in reincarnation, then sure, maybe we've all been here before, but probably not in this exact scenario, in this exact body, in this exact timeline. So everything is new to all of us, and we're all just doing our best to figure this out, because nobody's got a handbook. Not really. There's so much to learn in kind of only like 100 years. Humans get about 100 years, if we're lucky, to figure everything out. That sounds like a long time, but there's a lot to figure out. So I kind of think that I could see her doing something wonderful with this partnership. And I want to say that that's the bigger reason for them to be merging energies. I want to say that she perhaps is awakened and ready for this. He maybe has been, waiting for her to notice him for a while. Maybe he's been more ready for a partnership than she has been, more ready to take on this next chapter of life. But I don't know if he knows that they have like a bigger life purpose together. I kind of think that's going to organically occur for these two. But man, the ninth gets the ball rolling, that's for sure. It's actually really exciting. And it felt like something that would be a very positive, thing that they would work on, or a positive influence they would have. All right. And now Let me go ahead and pull a card real quick just for someone whose birthday would be on the 9th. We've got the 10 of Pentacles. That is gorgeous. We have, first off, tip of the hat to like Lord of the Rings. We've got a little hobbit doorway here. We've got somebody in an old-fashioned, like kind of aquamarine, like 1950s truck. We've got a very classic family over here. Everything here speaks of very much like a 1950s vibe, but 10 of Pentacles is about family, in particular with this card, family, happiness, growth. This could be, I don't know if somebody's like having a themed birthday for Lord of the Rings and all their family's coming, or if they've got like a retro vintage style, or they're listening to classic music or something, or restoring an old car. But everything here, we have the Death card, and the Death card is all about like it's transforming things, letting go of old things, but then bringing them right back in a whole nother way, and in a whole nother format. I also feel like just because we are definitely looking at a timeline, like a 1950s vibe, I'm wondering if a character born on the 9th like feels the support of a family member or ancestor who's like crossed over the rainbow bridge, and it's like, oh my gosh, I realize it's merely a transference of energy. They're not gone, they're here right now. And it just feels really like the whole group is here. Like, I don't think our character is ever walking alone. This feels really supportive, and it feels like their perception, if they were feeling sorrow or loss or something about a family member that's crossed the rainbow bridge, I would say this is the day that they actually feel like, oh my God, no, they're with me. They're just with me in a different, formatting. They're with me, and they'll show me signs all the time that they're still with me. Their energy is all around me. They're here. It feels so sweet. It feels so like such a wonderful different perspective, and it just feels so supportive and like, okay, now I feel complete again. I don't feel like I'm missing anything. The people that I love and cherish, they're very much with me at all times. It's a very, I don't know, like a really good breakthrough, and it feels really sincere. It feels like our character is going to get some sign or symbol that the energy of like love and support is consistently actually around them. They may start to see little things that remind them of their guides or their ancestors, and I feel like every single time they see something, whether it's stuff like that, a 1950s vehicle, or the little symbols that are significant for them, some funky groovy little mountain that has like Swiss cheese holes in it, whatever those images are, those symbols, I think our character is going to be like able to connect more and more with this sense of comfort and protection and peace and calm and support that is trying to be transmitted to them from their ancestors. That's a lovely birthday gift. I loved that one. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave this here. Thank you so much for being here. Ian Bell, great to see you, love. Tammy, hey, love. Hi, Yvonne. 01 Frequency, Andrew Hamsterstead, how are you? Nikki O, wonderful to see you. Hey, Robin G, it is my pleasure. Thank you guys for staying up late with me tonight. Cataclysmic Awakening, Kins, Believe in Yourself, Wilhelmina Wilkinson, great to see you, honey. Seashells, wonderful to catch you again tonight. Sonia, hi. Hi, Bruce Reed. Awesome to see you. Cheers to you as well. Miss Moody, so delighted you're here. Sunflowers, Moon Power. I'll see all of the members tomorrow. Just so you guys know, Members Corner will be happening tomorrow evening. I'll be gone most of the first part of the day, but I'll be back in the evening. So I will see you guys. My schedule is supposed to shift, by the way. And everything has taken yet another twist where I will probably wind up. It's not set in stone yet, but I'm probably going to wind up being gone in the first half of the day most of the time, and then I'll see you guys in the evening for storytelling. But however it goes, it goes. I just roll with where the need is. So anyway, Mystic Road, hey. Thank you so much, Tammy. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up. You sweetheart. Thank you for reminding me, Tammy. Really appreciate you guys. All right, lots of love. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody. With Juno Wild. Hi, hun. Glad I got to see you right before I bounce out. Thank you, Bruce. I hope you're healing up beautifully. I hope you feel amazing. All right, you guys, I will see you tomorrow. Bye.